this broadcast, viewers, we are going to tell you about Falta and why Falta has gained national importance a day ahead of results. So ahead of the mega verdict tomorrow, every political party, every political leader, every voter in the state of West Bengal is on the edge. So in most states, political hostility is toned down with the end of polling. But in the high-stakes battleground in Bengal, a lot continues to happen. In fact, a lot has also happened in the last few hours itself. Yesterday, repolling took place across 15 polling booths in West Bengal, and these were in the constituencies of Diamond Harbour and Paschim Mograhat. The voter turnout was as high as 90% in these booths, which are located in these constituencies. So the ECI then went ahead and ordered repolling after the voting on April 29th was declared void due to irregularities in these places. But now there is a focus on the seat of Falta. Yesterday, when repolling was on in these constituencies in South 24 Parganas, we saw protests take place. Women voters came out and they claimed that they've been threatened, they've been intimidated, and they named one man. That man happens to be the aide of the controversial Trinamool Congress candidate from Falta. And the candidate's name is Jahangir Khan. You've heard about him. But the man these people have named is Israfil Chakdar. We've been on the hunt for this man, and this is a breaking news and exclusive broadcast. So the hunt continues for Israfil Chakdar. Times now has accessed his images. So for the first time, you're going to see the pictures of this man. On your screens, take a look. You are seeing the pictures of both Jahangir Khan and Israfil Chakdar. We are going to mark it out. The man in the brown color shirt is Israfil Chakdar, the man who's been named by the women voters of Falta. These are pictures of both Jahangir Khan, who's a candidate of the Trinamool Congress, considered to be a strong man in this area. Why is Falta so important? Why is the BJP saying, after the repolling has been ordered, why is the BJP saying that the Diamond Harbour model has crumbled? Why is Abhishek Banerjee showing a warning, a challenge to the BJP? Why did he say that if the BJP has nerve, they should come to Falta and contest polls? It's very important to tell you about the demography of Falta as well. Yes, this has been a stronghold of the Trinamool Congress in the last few elections, but Falta itself has more than 35% Muslim population, and the men present here who've been named by the voters of Falta, be it Israfil Chakdar or the others who've been arrested, they are considered to be quote-unquote goons of the Trinamool Congress. This is what people there on the ground have to say. I'm going across to my colleague Shivam. Shivam, you've been on the trail of Israfil Chakdar. Where is he? Because we know 3 people have been arrested since claims of voter intimidation came out yesterday. Since the women came out and said that they were even given rape threats, death threats, and some even said that they were warned that there will be bloodshed on the 4th. Where is this man?
Exactly, Sarika, and that is what even the Election Commission, the police officials and the security officials are looking into, the exact same thing. Remember when Times Now confronted through a phone or call with this particular individual, Israfil Chakdar, he basically said that I am at my residence and police can come and arrest me. He said that I am not going to surrender. But when Times Now tried to reach the residence was locked. It is not just, we are currently exactly at the spot where, yesterday the clashes broke out. Behind me you can still see the fortification, the deployment of the personnel still intact. Both the sides of this entry.
I beg your pardon, I want you to stay with us, but I would just ask our colleagues to open up that frame to show you the kind of as Shivam is reporting, to show you the kind of fortification that has taken place outside the residence of Israfil Chakdar. Let's once again go back to Shivam. Shivam, give us a full view of what are you seeing around you, the kind of security deployment in Falta, and you are outside the residence of Israfil Chakdar.
Sairga, we are almost a kilometer away because the residence is quite inside. This is basically the entry point of that entire village from where it starts, and this is the lane. You can see it's day in the morning, but hardly you will see 4 or 5 people out there. It's almost silence. It's like the tensions is looming around the village, around this entire area. And again, when it comes to deployment, not just this particular lane, I would also urge my camera person to just zoom out, go on the opposite side so that we can show you, again the same spot. The people are not just on this particular lane. The deployment is also on the opposite lane. They are sitting on the opposite lane as well. This is the main highway that connects, Falta to Kolkata and other states as well. You will see the deployment on the left side as well. The police personnel are currently placed there as well. They are taking the shed because they are being here since 5:30 in the morning. It's scorching heat. It's almost 40-45 degrees Celsius. They are deployed here. And not just that, there is a police van. There are car and election duty van on the spot. The personnel are here as well. So this entire area, this entire village, it seems like there are more military personnel here than the villagers, because again the kind of tensions that arose yesterday and the kind of threats that people mentioned,
so
the kind of threat they used to get.
Shivam, ever since repolling has been ordered in Falta, with the election commission also announcing the date of the 21st that Falta will go to polls again. So this means tomorrow when the results will be out, Falta will not be a part of it because repolling has been ordered. But let's talk about this particular man. Are the villagers there? Because you've been there. You were there yesterday. You heard what the women had to say. You're back there today. You've been on the trail of this man. Is there a sense of assurance in the voters of Falta now that the security has been beefed up?
Well, certainly yesterday we have seen, how there were a huge group of people that came out. So when they were together, they were brave. They were speaking to the media. They were telling their problems. But after that, suddenly throughout the night, since now the people have gone, we are seeing again a kind of silence that looms in. This is the main street. Again, if you will notice, there are more personnel here than the people. There are certain workers who are working there. There are certain people who are sitting also here. We'll also have a try and a word with them, but again, they are quite scared. They are not speaking now. Yesterday, they were in a group. They were protesting. They were raising the voice. They were brave. But today, again, a sudden sense of uncertainty has loomed over. We'll also try and have a word with them. Sir, जिस तरह से कल यहाँ पर हमने देखा था चीजें हुई थी, अब दोबारा इलेक्शन अनाउंस कर दिए हैं फाल्टा में, तो आप क्या चाहते हैं?
हम सबसे धन्यवाद है इलेक्शन कमिश्नर को। 294 में हम लोगों का एमएलए चुनाव हुआ, लेकिन एक चुनाव रिजल्ट पकड़ के, मतलब उसको रोक करके, जो फलता विधानसभा है 239 का काल चुनाव का दिखा जाएगा, ठीक है। लेकिन हम चाहते हैं जो भी गवर्नमेंट आएगा यहाँ पे, हमको किसी के ऊपर हम लोगों का गुस्सा नहीं है, डर भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है। हम लोग चाहते हैं ये पाकिस्तान ना दोबारा बन जाए, ना दोबारा बांग्लादेश बन जाए। हम लोग चाहते हैं आपको भी घर में बीवी बच्चा है, माँ बाबा है, सब कुछ है, जीना हम लोग चैन से जीना चाहते हैं। लेकिन ये लोग इतना हराम करके जंगल बाज करके रख दिया सर, तो हम लोग ये नहीं चाहते हैं। जो भी गवर्नमेंट आएगा इसके लिए हम लोगों का फलतावासी का कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग का प्रोटेक्शन चाहिए। नारी जो है उसका
कोई डराए ना आपको यहाँ पर?
डरा मेरे को बल्ले दीजिए, ठीक है।
Fulcrum of the elections in Bengal, Shivam, if you remember, was fought on the narrative of Bhoy versus Bharosa. Bhoy means fear, Bharosa means faith. And on the ground, what we're hearing from the residents of Falta, they are echoing a sentiment of हमें चैन से जीने दीजिए, हमें डरना नहीं है, चाहे सरकार किसी की भी बने, we do not want our women to feel so unsafe the way that they have been. So the story of Falta now has become the most important story of the Bengal election. Repolling has been ordered across all 285 booths. But viewers, I want you to take a look at these images that we've accessed. Now, take a look. This is a picture that we've got. It's an old picture, but we've accessed this to tell you who this man, Israfil Chakdar, is. If you identify him, this is Jahangir Khan, the Trinamool Congress's candidate from Falta, very, very controversial, considered to be close to Abhishek Banerjee. And you heard that warning that was given to him in the run-up to the elections by the Uttar Pradesh's COP. And then this man on your screens has been identified as Israfil Chakdar. For now, we do not know about his whereabouts. Yes, we've managed to have a conversation with him on the phone line. He's been defied. So here, the man you see on your screens is Israfil Chakdar, the same man who's been named by the voters of Falta, by the women of Falta. And the allegations that he's facing are extremely serious. It is said that he's considered to be a TMC strongman. And these pictures go on to prove that, yes, he does have links with the candidate from Falta, who is Jahangir Khan. There will be an investigation which will unravel more links, but we are telling you about the information that we've gathered from our sources, and we are only telling you about what voters in Falta have been telling us. They've named this man. The cops there also believe that he should be arrested because of the gravity of the allegations that have been leveled against him by women voters of Falta. I want you to listen into the way the women of Falta spoke out, the way they said that they were threatened, they were intimidated, they were warned. And this man allegedly told the women of Falta that there will be bloodshed on the 4th of May.
পুলিশ সকাল থেকে আমরা আছি ইসরাফিলকে ধরার জন্য। ইসরাফিল বাড়ি বাড়ি আগুন লাগিয়ে দিবে বলেছে, আর বলেছে রক্তপাত করে দিব 4 তারিখে। আমরা জিটি আইতর মধ্যে আসি ইসরাফিল টিএমসি নে বলা, হ্যাঁ টিএমসি কে ওই ইসরাফিল চকদার বলেছে। আর ওরা আমরা এই মীমাংস করতে দুষ্টিকে ধরো কেন এরকম বলবে।
इसराफिल चकदार हमारे गांव के एक घर में आस्कर घुसकर उन्होंने घर के सब लोगों को बाहर कर दिया, उनको बच्चों को मारने की हुमकी। इसराफिल चकदार ने
घर घर जाके माँ बहनों को बोला आप लोग घर से चले जाओ नहीं रेप कर देंगे, ऐसे बोला। हम हिंदू है ऐसे इसने
जाके धमका रहा था।
हाँ धमका रहा है।
All right, so we want to make a small correction here. The man that we just identified on our screens, we've got a double confirmation and we'd like to apologize as well. The man you see on your screens here, he is Israfil Chakdar. We'd also like to say that this is a new confirmation that we've got from our teams here. So the man on your screens here, this is Israfil Chakdar, who is currently absconding, and we have information that he has been named by the voters of Falta. Times Now also spoke to him on the phone line. We tried to get in his response, his version after the allegations were leveled against him. What did he say? He's been defiant. Let's listen in.
হ্যালো, হ্যাঁ দাদা বলছিলাম, আমরা টাইমস নাও থেকে বলছিলাম, আপনার সাথে কথা বলাটা খুব জরুরি ছিল। সেটা হচ্ছে আপনার গ্রামে আজকে যে অশান্তি হয়, পথ অবরোধ হয়, বিক্ষোভ হয়, তো গ্রামবাসীরা আপনার বিরুদ্ধে অভিযোগ করছে। আপনার বিরুদ্ধে যে অভিযোগ সেটা হচ্ছে আপনি গ্রামে গিয়ে গ্রামবাসীদেরকে ভোট দানে বাধা দিয়েছেন, আপনি হুমকি দিয়েছেন, ভোট দিতে দেননি। এটা আপনার বিরুদ্ধে অভিযোগ। তা আপনার বক্তব্যটা কি?
বলছি সাহেব, ওরা কোন দল যে করছে, আমি কোন দল করছি? যারা বিক্ষোভটা করছে তারা বিজেপি।
আচ্ছা।
আর বিক্ষোভটা করছে কার বিরুদ্ধে? তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের বিরুদ্ধে।
আচ্ছা,
এইটুকু বুঝতে হবে। আমার সম্বন্ধে যদি জানতে হয় ফলতা থানাতে জিজ্ঞেস করুন, আমার 14 পুলিশের নামে কোনো এক জায়গায় কোনো ডায়েরি আছে কি? কিংবা গ্রামের লোক থেকে ওই একটা পাড়া থেকে খাইয়ে করলাম না। আপনি বঙ্গনগর তোটা ঘুরুন, সে বঙ্গনগর তুই ইসলামিক চমকে ছেলেটা কিরকম?
আচ্ছা,
আমি আর কিছু বলছি না। ইসলামিক চমকে ছেলেটা কিরকম? কোনো দুর্নীতি, কোনো ধান্দাবাজি, কোনো জায়গায় কোনো এর সঙ্গে জড়িত আছে কি? এইরকম ধরনের ছেলেকে খাইতে কেনেনি।
আপনি কি 29 তারিখে গ্রামে গিয়েছিলেন সবাইকে ধমকি দিতে?
আমি তো আপনাকে আবার বললাম, বরুণ মন্ডল, ঠিক আছে, আমার পঞ্চায়েত কমিটির মেম্বার, তাকে ভোটের দিনকে আমি সারাদিন খুঁজে পাইনি।
খুঁজে পাননি?
না, ভোটের দিন ছিল না। আমি তার বাড়িতে গিয়ে জিজ্ঞেস করেছিলাম বরুণ কোথায় আছে, তারা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। সে একটা দায়িত্ব থেকে দায়িত্ব পালন করলো না, কোথায় গেল?
আচ্ছা,
এইটাই ভয়ে মানে আতঙ্ক হয়ে গেছে, কি জানি না। হঠাৎ এরকম হলে তারা আমি নিজেও কল্পনা করতে পারছি না।
তো
তারা সব বিজেপি করেছে, বিজেপি থেকে জানেন তৃণমূল জিতবে, নিজেরা সেফটির জন্য এইগুলো করছে, বুঝতে পারছি আমরা।
তা আপনি বলছেন যারা যে বিক্ষোভ করেছে তারা সবাই বিজেপির লোক?
বেশিরভাগ 95% হয়তো চাপে পড়ে আমাদের দলের 2-4 জন ওর সঙ্গে যুক্ত থাকতে পারে।
আচ্ছা,
দলের চাপে পড়ে কিছু লোক যুক্ত থাকতে পারে, কিন্তু বেশিরভাগ আমি তো মুখগুলো তো ফেসে দেখতেছি।
So now there are questions on where this man is, the man who's on your screens. Israfil Chakdar, he says that all the people who came out yesterday and made allegations against him are part of the BJP, and this is a larger conspiracy by the Bharatiya Janata Party because they know that they are losing in South 24 Paraganas. My colleagues have been filing reports from Falta. Let's take a look.
We're currently reporting from the Falta constituency, the constituency which is going to be in a repolling on 21st of May after Election Commission gave order. But Election Commission gave order after almost a scuffle, a ruckus broke out in one of the villages, Hashim Nagar, and one name emerged, Israfil Chakdar, the person who is alleged to be the close aide of the candidate Jahangir here, and who is said to be intimidating the voters for not voting onto a fairer voting for one particular party. We're currently reporting from outside the residence of Israfil Chakdar. He is also the sarpanch of the villages of the panchayat here, and currently this entire area, this one floor is a house that you can see just 1 kilometers away, 1.5 kilometers away from where the tension escalated. It is currently locked. There is a lock on the main gate of the area. The question is that Election Commission gave the order of the arrest. 3 people have already been arrested. Arrest order have also been passed, but for now the police is also tracking. We're waiting for the official update, but he is not found to be at his residence. His residence is supposed to be closed, which raises again a lot of questions on what was the integrity, what was the intention behind approaching the voters. Is it just making sure that everybody has a voter ID, or trying to threaten and intimidate, as what they are saying? Even rape threats were being given to the female voters who were supposed to vote according to their own will. But what they are saying is that they were told, they were threatened not to vote according to your own will, but to vote for one particular party. So again, law and order situation is something which is quite serious in this entire area, especially with the fact that on 21st of May, the seat is going to election, seat is going to poll again. This is Shivam Sharma for the Times Network.
So the war of words over the repolling in Falta has only escalated. Trinamool Congress leaders are saying that those who came out and spoke yesterday, they did it at the behest of the BJP, and everything that happened, all the allegations are part of a larger drama.
कोई कुछ हुमकी नहीं दिया, वो भाजपा नाटक कर रहा है, वो उसका प्रॉब्लम है, हमारा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हम लोग कुछ नहीं किया, पब्लिक वोट दिया और भाजपा जानता है वो हारने वाला है, इसीलिए नाटक कर रहा है।
But the most scathing reaction has come in from Abhishek Banerjee. After the Election Commission ordered repolling in Falta, Abhishek Banerjee took to social media platform X and he challenged the BJP. He said no matter how hard the BJP tries, they cannot dent Diamond Harbour. And he also said, if you got the nerve, why don't you come to Falta and contest? You can never ensure any kind of victory in Falta. This was Abhishek Banerjee's dare. And we have